Slovenian yard Greenline are innovators. We know that. They brought hybrid propulsion to the masses with their 33 and their 40, and behind me is the world premiere of the new 48. It also has the hybrid system that's so familiar to us, but on board there are some really nice features that are worth a closer look. Let's jump on board. The aft galley is a Greenline trademark. We've seen it on the 33 and the 40, and it's on the 48 as well, and it still is a fantastic layout for the galley in my opinion. It means that everything is out close to the cockpit, so not only can you serve the dinette behind me very easily, but especially with this little ledge here, it's really easy to put food and drinks out to the cockpit, and then of course up to the fire bridge. One of the big parts of making this area work so well is this really neat flip down window that Greenline use, which as you can see seals off the entire area and then flips up like this to make it very open indeed. The 48 is peppered with really nice touches all over the place, and when you first see these from the outside you wonder what on earth they're for, why is there big spaces in my top sides, but then when you get into the master cabin, which is just here, it all makes perfect sense because it means these fantastic windows line up with the gaps here, so when you're getting changed in the morning you have a lovely vista over whichever anchorage it is you've woken up in. It feels as if the designers have gone all over the boat and made sure that every space is working as hard as possible. So you have your sunpad cushions here, nothing too crazy about that, but you have the optional Bimini, which is really nice. Backrest flips up here, and then what you also have is this little bench here which pops up. Let's let it in. So you have a nice seating area right here at the bow, great for when you're going along, and also if you're moored stern to in the med, it's a very, very private place to have a drink. And there's also an option to put a cockpit table in here, and you can fit seating in this part of the bow as well. So you have a really nice sociable little bow cockpit, as they call it. Down here in the master cabin you can see what I was talking about on deck. You have these lovely windows, one at the bow to each side, and then you can see through the gap in the bulwark and obviously out through the other side, and it works really, really nicely. The rest of the cabin is very good as well, and it stakes a bit of a claim for the forward cabin over the mast. I mean, look how much headroom you've got, and there's just so much floor space as well, partly because of the width of the cabin, but also because of the smart scissor berths that Greenline employ, which they come together and you've got an instant double, or as an option you can have a fixed double. Storage is good on both sides, and then what's quite luxurious is that you have a toilet on one side, and then this is just a shower cubicle, completely separate. Quite a nice luxurious touch. Your guests are treated to pretty much identical guest cabins on board the 48. This port hand one has slightly more room because you've only got the helm station above you here, but both get two pretty decent berths, good storage, and they're both en suite. Something else that's really nice about the 48 is that it's based on really practical design. Just look at these side decks. Deep, wide, covered, good handrails. They tick every single box when it comes to putting side decks on a boat. And then there's more of these little details that I was talking about, like having glass in this structure here, something I've not seen before, and it works really nicely. Then moving back here, this little access hatch here is the gas locker, but it also has access to the bin in the galley, so that you can very easily remove your bin bags and not have to drag them through the boat, and of course the smell stays outside as opposed to inside. It's a really sensible design on the flybridge of the 48. Nice to have a central mast in the middle, which obviously holds the radar, something also that you can grab onto very easily, nice big chunky handholds on that. You have sunbathing area, as you can see a nice big seating area here, every single bit of the seating has storage under it as well. Optional wet bar, griddle, fridge, etc, etc. And then this is a nice little detail. As you can see here, this is set up to sort of seat 3 people as a forward-facing navigator's bench, but you can flip like that. And as you can see, what's really nice is the entire unit moves, not just the backrest, which means you have lots of space this side or lots of space this side when you turn it into a navigator's bench. So there you have it, the Greenline 48. It's full of innovation, as we expect from Greenline, but it's also a very clever, practical, sensibly made package, and it'll be very interesting to see how it goes down in the market.